Excuse me?
You can't be on your phone in the library.
For somebody who doesn't want to be on the camera, you sure keep coming up to the camera a lot.
This is my job. You want to record that? This is my job.
Okay.
You cannot be on your phone in the library. That's the policy. You want some printout of the rules and regulations?
No, I could print you out the United States Constitution if you'd like.
You can't print me out anything.
I could. It's a public library. I'm sure I could use a printer
We'll find
here.
out in a second, but
okay.
You can't be on your phone in the library.
We will find out in a second.
Right.
Maybe you'll learn something today.
Well, look, you're definitely going to learn something.
May I ask why you're filming?
Ma'am, you already called the police on me, so if you wanted to have a proper
Ask why you're filming?
if you wanted to have a proper conversation with me, you shouldn't have called the police on me.
Well, I'm sorry. You should have abided by.
I would have explained. Your regulations doesn't trump the U.S. Constitution, ma'am. And you're going to learn that today.
Sir, this is a.
I don't look. You have video cameras everywhere here, ma'am. So your video.
I do, and nobody looks at that videotape except me. Just like
If I wanted to look at it, I could.
No, you could not. No,
This is a public library.
Yes, and you.
So that means that's public record.
And
You need to keep your voice down,
Now
man.
you're causing a disturbance.
No, I'm not.
You're causing a disturbance.
You're causing a disturbance.
You're causing a disturbance.
Hi, how are you?
Well, can I ask why you haven't followed the library's requirements and what they're doing?
What do you mean?
They because of attestations and things like that with the COVID, they're trying to keep track of numbers.
I gave them a name to use.
You did give them a name? Okay.
Correct.
Did they tell you about their recording policy that they asked you to leave without or to stop recording?
Okay. Well, I want to explain. Well, what's your
Can
name
you
first?
just let me know, Officer Lubold. Can you let me know why you're here?
Okay.
Or-
What's
Go ahead.
how do you
Officer
spell?
Lubold.
Lubold.
Correct.
Okay. Badge 260.
Correct.
Great. I'm here today because that policy does not trump our constitutional right to film in public and publicly accessible areas. So I would appreciate it if you honored your oath to the Constitution and allowed me to go back peacefully on my way.
I'm just going to review their policy.
Yeah, that's no problem. You can review it.
Are you here by yourself?
I'm not going to answer that.
This is violating your privacy here. And
How do you have privacy in public?
This is a public access
I
building.
can contact, if you want me to contact our attorney, I'd be happy.
Well,
to-
let's listen to the law enforcement officer.
Right now, you're in violation of our.
Let's listen to the law enforcement officer, ma'am.
Excuse me.
I don't know why you're getting upset.
Be able to further have this conversation outside, just so let's get some clarity on it. for all
Yeah,
the people.
I'm not gonna go outside now.
There are other patrons that are inside
I
the library.
know. So let's
right
keep
now.
our voices down.
If you don't mind just standing up here with me, we'd be great until we kind of get through this, okay?
I'm gonna polite.
While we figure out exactly the particulars.
I'm
I'm
gonna.
a lawful law enforcement officer.
I understand
I'm
that.
asking you to just stay here for me.
And
okay,
I
while we
understand.
figure out exactly what's going on.
I understand that, ma'am. I understand you're a lawful officer, but am I being detained?
Right now, we're trying to figure out
So
exactly the policy.
I'm gonna. So since I'm not being detained, I'm going to politely refuse your request to stay with you, ma'am.
I'm telling you that you're not being detained for any reason other than we need to figure out the policy, we need to figure out the exact law. I am
So am I
with
being
you on
detained?
the Constitution.
I hope so. You took an oath to it, ma'am.
I know, I did.
Sir, are you comfortable with the videotape?
I don't want to videotape.
Okay, can you, sir? His constitutional rights are, right now, he does not want to be videotaped, so please don't videotape him.
Number one, ma'am. I wasn't videotaping him.
We don't know that, sir.
Number two, he has no expectation of privacy in public. Thank you.
Do you want to read the policy?
No, because it's no, honestly, because it's irrelevant, because policy does not trump the Constitution of the United States. Anybody can write a policy, but that's not going to beat out our rights. It doesn't override the rights given to us by the United States Constitution.
And so what substantive right do you think you have to be in the library when it has an explicit
First
right?
Amendment. I don't know if you're First Amendment.
I hear that, but elaborate on why this building you feel like is...
Because it's public. It's accessible to the public. And that's it. I mean, it's a public building. So I have the right to film a public building.
So, Mr. American citizen, this is their
Good
policy.
citizen.
Mr. American good citizen?
Good citizen.
Good citizen.
There you go.
This is their policy? Okay.
I can see it.
Do you want to take a look at it?
No, thank you.
Okay. So you are going against the library's policy?
And again, Sergeant, I would just make clear to you, just so you understand, maybe you can get a lieutenant or something, just to make sure, because I know what I'm talking about, and I know that policy does
you
not.
have it? You have it in writing? Or put
You,
it out?
do you have a copy of the Constitution here, ma'am?
I'm sure I can get you one, of course.
Okay, so you can hand that to the sergeant, and she can look it over. And
Do you know
you
what
took an oath.
section?
You took an oath to the
Do you know what
Constitution, ma'am.
section it is in?
It's the First Amendment of the Bill of Rights.
So let's print it out, let's read it. And
That's fine. I mean,
the
you can
library
read it whenever
is
you want.
entitled to have their own policies and procedures.
I'm sure they can have their own policies and procedures. Yes, I'm sure they are. But I'm not. They can't trump a United States Constitution.
And just go through it. Otherwise, he's I'll let it run out. He won't leave. We already asked him. Did you ask him? Yeah, we already asked him. So we'll have to just let him videotape. All right. And what do I do if patrons complain about them being video? They don't want.
You inform them that they're in a public space.
I'm not speaking to you.
I'm speaking to you, man. I don't know why everybody has to be so nasty around here. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right.
You have a
See
great day.
Citizen.
Thank you.
Hi.
Told you you're going to get educated today.